Hi, my name is Sara and this is my Earth Space Science demonstration. In this demonstration, students will be learning about erosion. Erosion is a type of weathering in which surface soil and rock are worn away through the actions of glaciers, wind, and water. And for this experiment, what I've done is I mixed 2 cups of flour and about a cup and 1/4 of water, and I made sort of a dough. And I left it outside overnight so it became this hard mound, and this is going to represent our mountain formation. Next, oh, and I also put a toothpick in it, and I marked with blue the top of the mountain peak. And so as students do this experiment, you can see how much the mountain has changed and eroded over time. This is a project for 2nd grade or 4th grade. 2nd grade and 4th grade, the standard is both processes that shape the earth. But at the end of my experiment, I'll show you how to vary it a little bit for each grade level. So this is just a small plastic plant starter that I actually cut up, because if you're going to have students working with water, I thought about it, and I don't want them to have a big old Dixie cup that they can dump on the person next to them. So if you control how much water they can actually have in their hand, it might work out better for you in some of your classes. There's a big hole in the bottom of this planter, so I just put a paper towel in it to slow down the stream. And what we'll have is students can dip their planter in the water, and then they can see the rain, the water falling over the mountain. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see it so well on the screen, but it starts to break down, and the flour starts running in a stream down the blacktop, so you can see the sand that it's changing the mountain and making sand and shifting soil and changing the formation over time. So for how you can vary learning. In 4th grade, you need to make observations and/or measurements to provide evidence of effects of weathering and erosion over time. And so this way, you can split them up into groups. They can each have their own mountain. They can say how much water it took to make these changes over time, or give you data in their journal for what has actually happened to their landforms over time. Another way to do this, and I don't know if you can see it so well, I've also made sort of a trench, and you could make land formations and pour water down it, and then you can see how the water changes that formation over time as well. And students, I kind of picture this as being a really long land formation on the blacktop that students can use to experiment with and kind of make this project their own. Another way is in 2nd grade, it also says to compare multiple solutions designed to slow or prevent wind or water from changing the land. So to do this, this is just a quarter. You could put a quarter on top of the landform, and then you can pour water on that and keep the quarter in the same spot. And then as you are pouring and dumping water on top of the same spot, under the quarter will stay the same, but around it will erode. And so this is a way to show how plants, trees, shrubs protect the land from eroding. Let's see here. I think that about does it. Another thing that you can do in 4th grade that I wanted to mention is you could also use different solutions. So you could have a mound where you use water, another mound where you use salt water, and another mound where you use maybe vinegar to show chemical change over time. And so there's just a lot of different things that you can do with this project to make it your own, match it with your objectives, and just a fun way for students to do hands-on learning and be outside and experimental. How fun is that, right? Okay. Have a great day.